I'd like to welcome you to our channel and thank you for visiting. Since you're viewing this particular video, you're more than likely in the market for a new laptop. I found myself in that situation back in January, and I did a lot of searching for best laptops for business, and the brand Asus kept popping up. And this particular model caught my attention. It's the Vivobook S15 S532Q. Comes with a 15-inch display, an integrated 10 keypad, which I find is great on a laptop. The Tiger Lake Generation 11 i7 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 1 terabyte solid state drive, an NVIDIA GX 350 graphics processor, and Thunderbolt 4 ports. But one of the things that's on the laptop that really caught my attention is what's called the Screenpad 2.0. It's a second screen directly on the laptop. In my line of work, I contract out to various places of business to help with audits and troubleshoot items and those kinds of things. And I've noticed over the past 7 years or so that these companies provide their accountants usually with the same setup. Usually a Dell or something like a Dell 13-inch laptop with no 10 keypad. I don't understand why you would give an accountant who works all day with numbers a laptop without a 10 keypad. But that's what they're given. And to compensate for the lack of the 10 keypad, they've got an external keyboard, an external mouse, and 1 to 2 external monitors attached to the laptop. You're probably familiar with that setup. You probably may be using one of those setups yourself. And that kind of setup works very well when you're at your desktop. But if you're out in a hotel or stuck in the business lounge of an airport because your flight's been canceled or working somewhere remotely, it's kind of impractical to carry around that extra hardware. But with this particular model, you don't have to. You've got the 2 screens, you've got the 10 keypad, so you really don't need anything else. So what I'd like to do is run through a quick demonstration of what the Screenpad 2.0 is. And then after that, we're going to simulate a Teams meeting between this laptop and my old HP. And in that meeting, we're going to present a PowerPoint presentation and share that presentation from the Screenpad 2.0 with the other laptop. So you can see how you can have this particular model of laptop replace your external screen, external keyboard, external mouse, and have everything consolidated into this one unit. So let's begin taking a look at the Vivobook S15 S532Q and the Screenpad 2.0. So let's take a look at the Screenpad. The Screenpad itself is about the size of a cell phone screen, your iPhone or your Android device, and you're used to using those screens. You look at documents all the time, you go into Google and enter things into the search boxes, you send text messages and type on that, so you're used to using a screen this small. So it doesn't take that much to get used to. Now, like on the main display, I have shortcuts for various applications. I have added buttons for those applications on Screenpad. So there's 2 different versions of QuickBooks, a version of Pro Series for tax year 2020, Pro Series for tax year 2019, and I have several buttons for Firefox. Up here is a button for a Zoom meeting. Here is what's called Sheet Expert. That is an application that adds some functionality to Excel. And there are also 2 buttons, one for Slide Expert and Doc Expert. Those are add functions to PowerPoint and Word. You have something called Quick Keys. So when I click on Quick Keys, you'll see that I have set up Quick Keys to make QuickBooks more productive. I can click one button to get payroll updates, one button to go to the payroll center to write checks, make journal entries, financial statements, and that has really made my work in QuickBooks a lot easier. Now here's a really interesting feature for Screenpad 2.0. If you scroll to the right, you will see what's called application groups. There may be several times that you run the same applications at the same time, and with the normal computer setup, you would need to launch each one individually. In both Screenpad 2.0, you can set up application groups where you can launch them all simultaneously. I have one set up for QuickBooks and Pro Series 2020, 2 instances of File Explorer, and one for Teams and PowerPoint. With this one, you'll see that it's going to run a version of QuickBooks and Pro Series up on the main display, nothing on the Screenpad. Here it's going to run 2 different instances of File Explorer, one on the left and one on the right of the main display, nothing on the Screenpad. This one is set up to run Teams on the main display and PowerPoint on Screenpad. Let's see how that works. Right, so we're going to do a Teams meeting and share a PowerPoint presentation. So the first thing we want to do is scroll over to the right to our Applications group, click the Teams and PowerPoint Applications icon, and launch Teams and PowerPoint. So now we're going to make an adjustment to the PowerPoint presentation, and then we're going to invite everybody to the Teams meeting. So now that we have Teams running on the main display and PowerPoint running on the Screenpad, let's take a look and see how easy it is to accomplish tasks on the Screenpad. So I want to open a previous Screenpad document. I have a slideshow here called Screenpad PowerPoint Demo. And I want to go to sheet number 3 and edit that sheet. I want to change the slide title. Now I don't have to type on the Screenpad. I use my regular keyboard. And so I want to change this to Buford's Massacre. I have an ancestor who fought at Buford's Massacre and was wounded there. And now I want to add a picture. So I'll click Insert, Picture, this device, click Pictures, in my Pictures folder, Buford's Massacre folder, and I want to scroll all the way down to the bottom here, and I want to grab this particular picture and hit Insert, and it inserts the picture into my sheet, and I can change the size of the picture. I can use one of the ideas on the side and close that. And now I want to save it. File, Save, and it's saved. And that's how easy it is to work in PowerPoint on Screenpad 2.0. So now our Teams meeting is up and running. Everybody's here. We're going to share the screen. Share the Screenpad. Click Begin the Slideshow. And we can hit the space bar to move between the slides of our slideshow. We've made our presentation. We can escape and end our meeting. So now we can see how easy it is to do a Teams presentation and share the Screenpad with people in the Teams meeting and to not have to be tied down to your desktop. So now you've seen how just with this laptop, you can prepare a presentation for a team meeting, you can lead the Teams meeting or a Zoom meeting, you can share your screen, you can do everything that you need to on this laptop without having to carry all the other hardware around. And to me, I think that's a big plus for this machine. So thank you for visiting, and I hope this has been useful to you. And if you do decide that this might be a laptop that you might be interested in, take a look at some of the other videos on the channel where I go through and explain some of the various functions of the Screenpad 2.0 and other details about the laptop itself. And again, thank you for stopping by, and happy hunting for a new laptop. Thank you for watching. I hope you found something useful, and if you did, please like and share. You can leave some comments down below. On this side is a link to the original video, the unboxing and first view of the 532EQ, and on this side is a link for the subscription to the channel. Thank you again, and hope to see you next time.